If there was work to do, they always tried to pass it from one to the other.
No, you!
In the morning, it must be unlocked. Another argument. You unlock it.
No, you! I locked it yesterday.
One day, they decided to cook some porridge. After a long debate, the old woman made a large pot of porridge. They sat down, ate the porridge. Now it was time to wash the dishes. And the old man and old woman began to argue again. The old woman says,
I made the porridge, so you have to wash the dishes.
No, says the old man.
Since you did the cooking, you have to do the washing up.
I've never washed the dishes in my life, and I'm not going to.
And I've washed the dishes 100 times. I don't want to anymore.
You're so stubborn and lazy.
So are you.
They argued and argued. Neither one wanted to wash the dishes. So the dishes remained unwashed. And in the evening, the old man began again. Grandma, hey, Grandma.
What do you want?
The dishes are still dirty.
So go and wash them.
I told you, it's not my business.
And I told you, it's not mine either.
And again, they began arguing. The old man got tired of arguing and said, I have an idea. The first one to speak tomorrow morning does the dishes. The old woman agreed. They went to bed, the old woman on the stove, the old man on a bench. The dishes on the table were still dirty. Morning came, the sun rose. The old woman is lying on the stove, not getting up. The old man is lying on the bench. Both are silent. Who will keep silent longer? In the yard, a cow moos. She needs to be milked in the morning and sent with the other cows to graze in the pasture. The rooster and chickens are cackling. They want to go out into the yard. The piglet is squealing. It must be fed. And the old woman is lying there, rolling her eyes from side to side, but not getting up from the stove. The old man throws a few looks at her, but doesn't get up from the bench. Do you remember, my little friends, who cooked the porridge? The old man or the old woman? You're excellent listeners! Of course, in this fairy tale, the old woman cooked the porridge. Subscribe to our channel and be the first to watch our new cartoons and fairy tales. Nearly the whole day passed like this. The neighbors began to worry. What happened? Why didn't the old woman take the cow out to graze? Why isn't the chimney smoking? They came, but the door is closed. They started knocking, but no one answers. The neighbors began to debate what to do. They opened the door, went into the house. They look and see the old woman is lying on the stove and the old man on the bench. Both are breathing, both have their eyes open, both are alive. They ask, what happened to you? Why are you lying around all day and not working? Are you sick? The old woman is silent and the old man is silent. The neighbors can't understand a thing. The house is full of people. Everyone is talking, making noise. They splash water on the old man and the old woman. Pull their sleeves, but the old woman and the old man remain silent. The doctor came. He goes up to the stove and asks the old woman, what happened to you here? Why are you silent? The old woman is silent, only shakes her head. The doctor goes to the old man. Same thing. The doctor says, someone should stay with them overnight. We can't leave them alone. Who will stay with them?
No.
Who will keep an eye on them?
Oh, man.
None of the neighbors wanted to spend their time like this. I have a laundry to wash. I'm building a new house. I don't have time.
And I have children to feed.
Hello?
Only one old woman agreed.
I could.
She says,
Keep an eye on them, but I must be paid for such services.
that's fair. The neighbors agreed. But what can we give you? They looked around, couldn't find anything suitable. The doctor looks into the closet and sees a warm fur coat is hanging there, practically brand new. Here, he says, take this fur coat for your services. As soon as he said this, the old woman jumped off the stove and dashed to the fur coat, grabbed it and began screaming.
What is this? I bought this fur coat last summer. and I've barely worn it. Who gave you the right to dispose of someone else's things?
Then the old man jumped up from the bench, rushed to the old woman, waving his hands and shouting at the top of his voice.
Aha, Granny, now you have to wash the dishes. You spoke first, you.
The neighbours laughed and quickly went about their own business, so as not to catch the laziness bug from the old man and the old woman. If they are alive and well, let them figure out for themselves who should wash the dishes. So always remember, my little friends, work a man feeds, laziness to ruin leads. If you want to live happily, don't be lazy. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like, and don't forget to share our new cartoons on Fridays.